Why not?
Yee.
Man, welcome to another blessed, lovely Wednesday. Of course, this is your girl Crystal and the Mickey Mac on Win Life Talk.
That mess stuck in my head, man. How y'all doing out there on this lovely Wednesday evening? We had a little technical difficulties, but we here with y'all. Y'all know we ain't gonna leave you hanging on a Wednesday.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I'm just over eating some candy corn, y'all. People talk trash about these things. Big can devil. I don't care what you
I
say.
like it going.
Go argue with your mama. Don't argue with me.
So tell them what the today's topic is. I'm gonna, you know how we do. I'm gonna let you run it.
All right, y'all know during the week, what I'm saying, from episode to episode, day to day, we always talking about different things and we seeing different things. And so, as we move forward, episode 4, keep it light, keep it heavy, all in between. There's been a lot of people talking about the Dayton pool has piss in it. We touched on it briefly last season, but you know, a question came up: should broke people be dating? You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of back and forth. If this person make that or that person make this, I can't date somebody that's below this and that. But should broke people be dating? And before look, we ain't trying to trigger nobody. Hello, Jazz. We ain't trying to trigger nobody. This is When Life Talk. We told y'all we gonna talk about everything. We gonna open doors that folks don't like to talk about. You may get a little uncomfortable, but it is what it is. So the topic of tonight's show is: should broke people be dating?
Should broke people date? So what's your take on it? Then I'm gonna give mine.
Man, we don't have the conversation all week long leading up to this show. I'm gonna be honest, broke people shouldn't be dating.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For the simple fact that what do you have to offer each other? And all the love and all the care and all that could be there. But two people struggling together is bound to cause friction. Is bound to cause friction. Because you may be in a situation where you're pitching pennies just to get by. You're pinching pennies just to go on a date. You're pinching pennies just to survive everyday life. And I'm not saying you have to be 5, 6 figure established before you dating, but I think you should at least have some kind of financial stability behind yourself first before you get involved with someone else. And, I get off my soapbox for a hot second. Come on, Miss Crystal, tell me what you think. Hey, and if y'all out there in the audience, chime in, bring your thoughts. Like you say, this when life talk. We want
Yeah.
to talk.
So I would say I agree with you. I think that people who are not financially stable shouldn't date. And the reason I say that because it could cause financial stress and anxiety. Say you wanna this person you meet, you wanna take them out on a date. Or it's the first date and he gonna pay for himself, she gonna pay for herself. Or it could be the case of gifts, or it can be limited opportunities. If you can't take me on $100 date, meaning that's my food, your food, or whatever the case, if that's putting a strain on you or your pockets, it shouldn't be given. Or if we in a relationship and we both don't have the income, it is limited opportunities. Okay, we can't go on dates all the time. We can't travel. You know what I'm saying? We can't engage in other activities because we don't have the income. So, like you say, yes, in order for you to jump into a relationship, at least have some kind of foundation. At least know you know what I'm saying? And like you say, it ain't got to be a six-figure job. It could be a McDonald's job if you're doing right by money, if you know how to manage your money. It can be just that, and you can date it and be fine. But you can't go into a relationship and you ain't even got the napkin, let alone the whole table. because that's gonna cause two people to bump heads from the start. It's like how you got all this game, or you think cause what you got between your legs, that's only gonna carry you so far.
You open that door real early. A lot of people, men and women, think that what they bring in the bed is gonna compensate from that financial part. And all that's gonna do, and yeah, we there for a good hot second and a good moment and a good thrill. But when reality sets and we get up out that bed, we got that financial strain.
Mm-hmm.
What Miss Thomas say in the words of Cardi B, broke ninjas don't deserve no kitty. Well, that's the same thing. Broke women don't deserve no pecker. However you want to say.
Yeah.
Because
I
I mean
just go ahead.
it's a two-way street. And I mean
Yeah.
it's and it's not only this is not one-sided, it's both sided. Because a male, if a female just think all she can bring is some good tail to the thing, and he over here looking like, hey, babe, we really can't do this, and I want to do this, and so it's gonna quick that scale is gonna be off.
Yeah, not only is the scale gonna be off, if one person got it and the other one don't, then that's gonna cause resentment. That's gonna cause discomfort. It's gonna create imbalance because this one person is carrying the whole relationship. This one person got all the weight on it. Every time y'all wanna go out, this one person is the only person paying. This one person is the only one footing the bill, and that turns into, like you say, that's an argument waiting to happen. That's a person waiting to explode.
Miss
That's
Thomas say
crazy.
yes, it does go both ways. Absolutely, absolutely.
Hmm.
Because hey, you and then and I want and y'all we always say, man, y'all understand. We listen to the content. Understand, even if we make it to the restaurant, we talking about two people that are not financially stable. If we make it to the restaurant, why are we going to be on the menu, surveying the menu, penny pinching? We may have a secret code like, hey, we can afford this, or we get this and we can share it. It shouldn't even be that type of energy coming into a relationship.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be in public, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and everybody, everybody show they pride, or they hide their pride differently, but you hypothetically, okay, cheapest restaurant out there now, what, Chili's, Applebee's, 2 for 10, 2 for 25, whatever they got. You and your old lady or you and your man can't even afford a 2 for 25 meal. Why y'all in a relationship? Why
Right.
y'all why y'all even dating?
But that just shows too, like I was just reading some earlier, it's like a lack of personal growth. Because if you focus on the relationship, that ain't nothing but a distraction from you really trying to get to where you need to be. Like you consuming time and energy on the dead situation
Mm-hmm.
because you ain't even financially capable of supporting that situation. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? How you gonna date and you ain't got it? That just shows a lack of personal growth. Like what they call it, your priorities mixed up. That's
Mm-hmm.
the word. Your priorities mixed up. You focus on liking this man or liking this woman, knowing you ain't got it, cause that conversation gonna come up, especially if it's a person that's about their business. They gonna want to have that conversation, like you know what I'm saying. They gonna want to have that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a
Because
woman,
it's gonna
she gonna test your pockets. If it's a man, hell, he might test yours too.
because it's gonna come that moment where that person gonna say, "Hey, let's do this." And what's the one thing you don't want to hear on the receiving end? We ain't got it.
We ain't got it.
It's just gonna set the whole mood off. The whole mood gonna go south. Or
Yep.
or or you out here dating and you already know your limitations. Let me put that on the table. Both parties, man or woman, know their limitations. And you got some people that's gonna sit out here and put themselves on the pedestal and really know deep down they might can do it one time. We got one time, folks. You probably can go to this little nice little whatever you consider nice one time. But if you go one time, understand that he or she gonna want to go back again.
Yeah, now you playing with your self-esteem. Now you emotionally messed up, most emotionally strained, and your self-esteem can drop because now you no longer can afford what you once could. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't afford to go no more. Like you played the role. Like they always say in Atlanta. Let's take Atlanta for instance. How they always say, man, you can see the baddest chicks, and they can have all their hair, their nails done, their body done. But if you go to their house, they on the mattress. So it's like, why create this facade?
Done seen it. That air mattress be real. That futon be real. Standing on 3 legs.
Yeah. So it's like, why create that facade? Why create that problem? Why create that headache when you know it's just, I don't know.
Right. And then
Like, why? Go
understand when you're going out nowadays, ladies and gentlemen, gratuity is already calculated in that receipt.
Mm-hmm.
That's another 18%. Gratuity is starting, ladies and gentlemen, at 18%. I believe most places you go now is 18, 20, and 22 on the bottom of the receipt. It's already calculated.
Yeah, we had to pay 20% when we was just down there in Florida.
So not counting nobody's pocket. So if you and this young lady or you and this young man go out to dinner, we just gonna say $50. That's y'all limit. Y'all mess around and you might tap out and your bill $49. You gonna be short somewhere because that 18% is the bare minimum that's gonna get added to that bill.
Yep. Whether you want it or not, it's gonna be there.
And quick math, that's
Whether
about another $9.
yeah. Then what?
Y'all sitting there, y'all sitting there getting frustrated with each other. Because somebody
Mm-hmm.
had to say, we already know what's gonna get said. You knew
Yeah.
we didn't have it before we came here.
Yeah. What if they feel like that person has the potential? They say, "Oh, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna see." Because this person seems like they may have the potential to do, or maybe they in between jobs.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think what you just described, that potential, I think a lot of people that potential become deadly. Because what you do, you get trapped. You start liking other aspects of that person. But
Yeah,
that foundation and that financial part is gonna kick. It's gonna
it's gonna.
peep its head. That head gonna come up, and you're gonna be like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
I should have walked away 3 months ago. I should have walked away 4 months ago."
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like you self-doubting yourself because you playing tug of war with your emotions.
Yeah, because now you already caught up in the. Oh, I like the conversation. I like how he or she make me smile. I like how they make me feel. Now you caught up in all the other stuff, and you was blindsided to they don't have the income, or you done got so complacent that it don't even matter. But then when it's time for something big to happen and it matters, yeah, now we sinking.
Because you know what happens. You know what happens next. You don't have the financial resources out the gate. The intimacy starts. And if you're not protecting, as my pastor would say, your seed, and she's not on any kind of birth control, a child could be brought into this situation. Now that's a whole nother financial burden that neither person thought about even calculating.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So that takes the situation to a whole nother level.
Yeah. But I think that, like you say, that's a conversation that should be had in the beginning. Or don't even bring nobody into that situation. You know, focus on getting yourself together and getting your money up.
Mm-hmm.
Because that relationship ain't going to do nothing but become a distraction. And you're going to,
Always
at that,
ain't.
yeah, you're going to get stuck. Then
Yeah,
when it comes to do something, now you ashamed.
absolutely. If y'all out there, come on, man, chime in. Like I say, this is about it. I want to hear y'all opinions on this. The topic of tonight's topic: should broke people be dating?
Hmm. Have you ever dated a broke person?
Hey, I think we all been broke. We all been broke somewhere along the train, but we've been blessed to get, what I'm saying, to understand and make it, and not stay in that broke stage. Uh, but here
Yeah.
we are, 23. We see it, and we see it is it's upon us. We see it daily because we
Hmm.
know
And
it's
I
somebody. It's
those
somebody
real.
we out there looking like why they together? What the world they doing?
Hmm.
We do it all the time.
Yeah. And it's not to say because it is a lot of free stuff to do.
Hmm.
You go walk in the park. You can watch the airplanes take off. You can go to the free museums and the free. You can do a lot of free stuff. But once that free stuff get boring, once that free stuff run out,
Hmm.
then where we going? Vegan Sienna, everyone should be dating as long as you are able to make the other person happy. Okay.
Got a perspective. Okay, come on, Miss Vegan. Hey, elaborate on that. We want to hear from you on that because you just
Yeah,
you just you just do a twist.
yeah, you just brought another perspective into it. Everyone should date
As long as they're making the other person.
happy.
Now, I don't know if you was on at the beginning, and I don't know if you seen the title, Miss Vegan, but where does the financial aspect come in? We can make each other happy,
Yeah, we can.
but
We could conversate on the phone all day but if the caveat to that, the other person shouldn't be making you happy. You should make yourself happy. Happiness comes from within. Of course, that person can bring extra to the table. Okay, they add value to what you already have. So I get it. That's probably what she is saying. But in the same token, that man, how you? I don't know if I can date broke because me myself, I'm one of those person like I I can't even be at home 3 days or 4 days. And I be like, damn, I be ready to get out the house and go back to work because I be want to get to my money. And like I say, it is a lot of free stuff out there. It is. And it's not all about the money up front. It's about you getting to know that person. It's about you seeing, you know what I'm saying, what it is. But when that person say, he or she, well, let's finally meet up. Let's go to dinner. Who paying if you ain't got it? Tanisha say financially happy. No. Exactly. Miss
all right.
Vegan said dating is not a commitment. You just dating. If we're in a committed relationship, then you need to have your shit together. Tanisha said that's something you have to do on your own. Oh,
Hold on. Break. Let's break this down. Come on, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all settling in. I love it, love it, love it. Dating is not a commitment. You're just dating. If we're in a
mm-hmm.
committed relationship, then you need to have your shit together. Now, missing in that dating phase, you're observing that person. Come on now. We're gonna walk through this thing. Y'all want you to talk to us. Talk to us now. You in that dating phase.
Mm-hmm.
I take you, I take you to Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris ain't even hitting on 2 cents to me anymore. I take you to Ruth Chris. I know I got at least $100 in my pocket. I know I got 100. I know what I'm saying. I know you can get what you want. I'm gonna give me a little stuffed chicken and probably some asparagus and a glass of water. Now that next date or that date after that, we may have done went to another date. You may have covered that time. But what happens when I can't produce on that third or that fourth date? And I say, hey, my money funny.
Right, because you got to think, dating is not a commitment, but at the age we are at today, the time dating, you should be dating to go down that aisle at some point. You should be dating to with a purpose. I say dating with a purpose.
Okay.
So if you dating someone, yes, initially it's going to be casual, but normally in those 3 months to 6 months, somebody's saying I love you.
Mm-hmm.
At least in all my years of dating, in that 3 to 6 months, I've got those 3 words. So in that sense, it's like, okay, boom. Now it's go time. Now we need to have these conversations. But I always had them up front, like what you can always find out in the beginning what you do for a living. So if somebody come to you, Miss Vegan, and say, you know what, I'm in between jobs right now, but I still would like to get to know you. I still want to, have casual conversations with you. Will you be open to that? Would that be good enough for you because they were up front from the jump? You know what I'm saying? She said, then that's a conversation we will have before begin dating. If I know you broke prior to us dating, then it's up to me to make that choice. Yep, it is. It's whether you're gonna accept it or not. Yep.
Right. That's what I'm talking
That's good. So that means that ain't no discrimination. If your talk game right and you have the potential to, be somebody, you may be a entrepreneur that's trying to go down that route, but just ain't made it yet. You might get a chance, right?
about.
I don't know because let me think back. I said, let me
But like I
think
said,
back.
she don't offer the twist, a twist. And that's why I say this show is about y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's got us thinking.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I mean, the conversation is sparked on a daily basis. Like, are you dating someone? And we've heard, are you dating someone in your tax bracket? It's been conversation. You should date someone in your tax bracket. There's been conversation saying how much below your tax bracket would you date a person? If you make or you come in a relationship with making 90,000,
Mm-hmm.
are you willing to date someone that's making 30 or 20?
All right, Miss Vika said, now if we dating and you end up losing your job and falling on hard times, then again it's up to me. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Then that's a whole nother ball game because
Mm-hmm.
you already know that person had the potential to make the money, or maybe they got laid off or something crazy just happened and they no longer had a position. Then he's like, okay, I get it. But and I don't give a person like that a chance. If you started off and you there and then you fall off, because that tells me that you do have the work ethic. It just something happened, a fluke happened, whatever you want to call it. But
Mm-hmm.
I do you got the potential to jump back out there and get back on your grind and come up with another job or get some more money. You're gonna put yourself out there for interviews or whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's a whole different ball game, a whole different aspect right there. So I get it, I get it. But you know, that's something to look at. That's something to look at because I don't know, like what's his name, Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was always one to, talk on financial issues, how women or whoever will come on and say, I want with a six-figure man, but you making 40K a year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Will you settle? And she said, me dating is not based on someone's finances. Someone can be making 100K and be in debt and don't know how to handle their finances. And someone can be making 30K and have more in their savings. Oh, very much true.
Love
Very
it.
much.
Love
But
it.
in the entry of dating, to that point, I know when I was in the dating scene, it was, hey, how you doing? Initial conversation. Okay, so what do you do? It ain't necessarily telling me right off that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you got money. And what you do is telling me, oh, well, I have an IT job. Oh, I work here. I work there. That's letting me see that, oh, okay, this person is working. This person got something about themselves. But still, and yet, I'm still sitting back like, okay, let me just go with the flow of things to see, you know what I'm saying, where it's going to go, where it's going to end up. Is the person going to keep this job? Is what he telling me is correct? Because, 3 to 6 months in, but the real self twinkle up out of their ass, whether male or female. You can play how you play when that first 3 months. Oh, I'm gonna wine and dine you. I'm gonna be intentional. I'm gonna do this. But when a person get comfortable, sometimes that real person come on up out of there.
Hey, I'm loving it. I'm loving the interaction because it's absolutely right on both ends. Like I say,
Yeah.
it's brought another perspective to it. A lot of folks, like I say, it's a wide variety where this topic has went, and that's why we chiming in on it tonight. It's a lot of folks out there. And well, like I said, you see it. The very first thing that headline is, "Oh, the dating pool is full of piss." You know what I'm saying? So what?
Mm-mm. So yeah, I know that I just know that I'm bringing the table. If I had to be in the dating scene, I know I'm bringing the table. So if I'm bringing the table, I want somebody who at least can bring the napkins and plates and spoons and forks. So we got to see it in that aspect too as well. And
Mm-hmm.
I like what she stated. She said it could be a person making six figures, but they can be in total debt. And then you got somebody who making 30K and they know how to manage their money and have a whole savings. Yes. So it ain't about I wouldn't care about somebody making less than what I make as long as it's equivalent, meaning they could still hold it down. They
Mm-hmm.
could, what I'm saying, meet my needs, and my needs. I'm a simple person, so my needs ain't hard to be met.
So I could take you on a date and make you a bologna sandwich.
Bologna sandwich, trips, a little drink, and be good.
Hey, and that's what it's about. It's simple simplicity. So if
Hmm.
y'all out there, come on in, chime in with your thoughts, your questions. Title of tonight's topic is: Should broke people be dating? We've had some great interaction thus far. We have some folks saying that it don't matter. We got some folks saying they wouldn't. You've heard some perspective from us. Um,
Hmm.
like I said earlier, it would be hard. It would be hard for me. It would be very hard. Um, and if I know your circumstances, and I know I know you are trying. I guess that's a key gem. Trying to grab that financial stability, and it probably be a different spectrum.
Yeah, Miss Beacon said as long as they're working and can provide for themselves. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, but if they dating with intentions is and then it's time for y'all to come together. I wouldn't want to be a year, 2, 3 years in when it's time for us to become one, decide to move in with each other. I'm not saying marriage, but decide to move in with each other. And now it's oh, well, I ain't really look at that like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? See it in a different way. So of course they probably feel like, oh, I could take care of myself, or they probably can take care of themselves if it's just them, because they not running up a light bill. They only got to feed, you know what I'm saying, fend for themselves. But when it become a second person in play, then it's, I guess it can be kind of tricky. But yeah, open relationships. Some individuals or couples choose to have. We didn't even talk about going there with the dating scene. We ain't gonna beat the already. They got on that. But I just feel like, okay, let's look at this potential exploitation. Some individuals may take advantage of someone who is financially vulnerable. They may expect the financial broke partner to cover their expenses to provide financial support, which can lead to an unhealthy and one-sided dynamic, which in turn turns into incapability. Financial values and goals are important factors in a successful relationship. If you and your partner have vastly different financial situations or priorities, it can lead to conflicts and hinder long term capability. Yeah, it could cause issues. We could, we could look at it in a way of, yeah, we could try it out, but later on, if they ain't got it, it's gonna cause some problems. It's gonna very much well cause some problems. We are at our halfway mark. Y'all could have been doing anything else, but y'all rocking that out with us tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in to When Life Talk. As we just have candid conversations, y'all. We talk to y'all, y'all talk back. That's how we do it here. We love it here, and we love that y'all are rocking it out with us tonight. We are talking about, should broke people date? And when we say broke, we say financially broke. Not broke in the sense of mentally, physically, emotionally, but financially broke. Can you still provide them with the need? Can you meet their needs and be broke? Can you meet a person's need and still give them what they heart desire with the potential of maybe down the line having financial gain? Can you accept that?
And y'all know after we don't hit that half hour. Let's see what Miss Vegan say. As long as you set some of those expectations and make it known what you want, and both parties are in agreement, absolutely.
Yeah, gotta be honest up front.
And I think people, we've always said, and we've talked about it before, people run from that keyword right there, expectations, and letting it be known from up front.
Mm-hmm.
Got Thought Magazine out there. As always, y'all hit like, share, follow. We appreciate y'all for rocking with When Life Talk and the discussions that I created. Hey, this year we're nothing without y'all. So you know what I'm saying. Y'all always hit that follow button. Always like it, share it, comment, bring it in the house. Um, I'm gonna read something that I found, and like I say, it's that part of the show where you get that little shift.
Right.
So I was reading something, prior to this show coming on.
Okay.
It's a broke women don't see themselves as broke. They just think they're dating the wrong men. Now, ladies, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna say that one more again now, one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Broke women don't see themselves as broke. They just think they dating the wrong men.
Mm. So we need to elaborate a little bit on it. Cause if I'm broke, so basically with that post or whatever it is you read, is that in a sense of, okay, I'm broke, I don't have it, so I'm gonna blame it on the me with that financial need. So I'm gonna just say, oh, okay, it's on him.
I think it can go. I think we can take this so many,
Yeah,
so
cause you
many.
got a woman like Miss Vegan said, a woman can never be broke.
Come on, talk about it then. Talk about it. And fellas, y'all out there, y'all jump in too now. Don't leave me on this island by myself. How these women jumping on me? Miss Vegan
Oh,
said,
Miss
a woman.
Tanisha said, oh, but our son. And I'm trying to figure, yeah, I'm trying to see vegan see since that woman can never be broke. Is that in a sense because what Players Club say, use what you got to get what you want? But what if somebody don't want what you got? If, or are you willing to stoop to that point to get what you need?
And see, we got to unpack this a little more here. I want Miss Cena to unpack this a little more because I I know which
If,
way I want to go with it, but I want her to unpack it a little more.
yeah, me too. And even Mr. Boyd say how anybody can be broke. Miss Tanisha said women just as well as men can be broke. Yeah. So yeah, Miss Vegan, seeing I want to know why a woman can never be broke. Like, yeah, elaborate more on that because, like I say, if any like everybody is saying, anybody can be broke in a sense of like only thing I can say is like Players Club. Use what you got to get what you want. But how many gonna stoop to that level to do that? You might get somebody with a whole lot of pride and zazz about themselves that say, "No, I'll just sit here broke because I'm not gonna put myself in that predicament." You know what I'm saying? But let me know, because I might be going down the wrong lane. It might be you might be coming from a different aspect. Mr. New said it's all about how your finances are handled. Yeah, most definitely. I tell people all the time. Even me, I have a planner that I sit down with every month, and I have my bills. What's due here? How I'm gonna pay myself? How I'm gonna pay my savings? Okay, this month, whatever this money is for me to entertain myself this month. Okay, let's see. Women know how to make it happen. That's not even sexually. Women are frugal and can't get what we. Oh, she driving. No worries, no worries. Sorry, drive safe. So we are, but in a rebuttal to that, every woman don't have common sense to use that 6 cent, so to speak. And I'm a woman. I'm gonna just say it.
That's exactly I was. That's where my scale was going that way because men and women don't have that common sense. They
Yeah.
just it's just free willy nilly.
Mhm. Cause I
Until
yeah.
you get in that predicament. Once you get in that predicament, that's when it's like it's that old sugar honey iced tea moment.
Mhm. Yeah. And then, as far as with women, if let's go into this aspect. Now we have women have more government assistance. So you got Section 8, you got TANF, you got SNAP. You know, I don't know what they call it in all these different states that women can lean and depend on in the same sense too. Like, okay, I'm broke, but I got you know, income based rent, or I got
Yeah.
TANF or SNAP that's gonna put money in my pocket every month, or I got food stamps. Uh, yep, there you go. So in a sense, it's like they are those people who may not have are being catered to in that sense. Mr. Boyd said the ability to make money and bring being broke is two different things. That is, people only act broke, but when it comes to something they want, they make it happen. I haven't, and then vegan, Sienna said, I haven't met a broke person.
And you
Oh,
and she's absolutely right with that statement that she just made right there. Some back it up one more. It's back it up, back up to a previous comment. Go back one more. People people only act broke, but when it comes to something they want, they make it. Absolutely.
mm-hmm.
You have those type of people out there. You have them out there that they live. That's their sole purpose, and they live. Excuse me. They live by their creed.
Yeah, but
They
to what?
play. They play
But
broke.
where? What is it costing you though?
Hmm.
I said, to what extent? What is it gonna cost you? Is it gonna cost you your freedom? Is it gonna cost you your dignity? Is it gonna cost you, you know what I'm saying? Your values. Like at what extent? It's gonna cost you something, or it may
Yeah,
not.
because and I think that's another one that could tilt the scales because they could be putting on this front and deep down, like you say, they can do anything they want to do, but they put on this front, like I say. But at the end of the day, what's gonna happen? Either party, if you don't have it, it's gonna show.
Mm-hmm. And I like this one too, Mr. Boyd said. The ability to make money and being broke is two different things.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But when it comes to the financial aspect, we strictly finance. You know, and most folks, like you say, should know the definition of broke.
Mm-hmm.
If you live in paycheck to paycheck, If you robbing Peter to pay Paul, if you living beyond your means, you don't have the financial resources to be doing to be comfortable in anything you want to do.
Mm-hmm. She said, I see
Ooh.
broke people and people who say they have money. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go there. Hey, but we gonna keep it real. We keep it real on this show.
Yeah.
Everybody, what I heard, what they using afterpay, firm, what all that other stuff now. Hey, they living their best life.
Creating debt though. That's why I
But I
said it was. Yeah.
behind them closed doors, drowning in debt. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Miss Cena, you are absolutely. We seen it through the pandemic. We seen it after the pandemic. And like I say, I believe it's a backlog on passports right now.
Yeah.
And we all know we gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it all the way 100 on here. Half the folks ain't they just getting a passport just to get it. But then you really can't. I guess I can't say that now because you got all these different fourth, fifth party places that you can pay for a trip full expense paid, and pay for it with interest over time. So hey,
Mm-hmm.
I guess what do you say? Fake it till you make it.
Right. So let me go back to this. The ability to make money. This refers to your capacity and potential to earn income. It takes income. It takes into income your skills, education, job opportunities, and entrepreneurial abilities, and other factors that enables you to generate income. Being broke means that at a particular point in time, you have limited or no financial resources to cover your basic expenses or meet financial obligation. It signifies a temporary or ongoing state of financial insufficiency where you where your current financial resources do not align with your financial needs or goals. And on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And like she say, she seen more broke people because that's just even in our community, man. We will pay Peter to ride Paul because we want to go out and be like the Joneses, as they say. We want to be in all the fashions. We want to be in all the hot clubs. We want to be in all the hot places. But
And
then I
and that's how this show stem. Like, do broke people need to be dating? Because y'all putting on a facade. You can't
mm-hmm,
you can't have to pay that man or that woman forever.
right. Miss
Dating
Vicky,
some they go. I think we got a small delay. We got to delay. The internet has been spinning on us. Okay, but dating someone that makes less than me is not a problem for me. I like to be in control, and ain't no man gonna hold money over my head to make me feel less than him. Woo, 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 woo,
mm. So do
woo.
you in that sense, would you like to date? Are you a continuous to date under because like you say you want to be in control, so that way they can't hold money over your head. So is that like I don't know.
Mm.
I don't want to get too much into her business.
Come
Okay,
on,
that's
come on, Miss.
it.
Cindy. Let's get it.
Okay,
All
all
right, here.
right. Boys, hey, I don't know if this was said, but broke people date all the time because some people's standards are physically based only. $1,000 equals a good body or a good loving.
That's exactly why we are talking about it on this show. You hit the nail on the head. You're absolutely right. Broke people are dating all the time. But the question is, and has been surrounded, is should they be dating?
Mm,
But you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right in that statement you just made.
mm. I would say in my personal opinion, like I said, I would say no because I feel like it's a distraction. I feel like it's a disservice to the other person, whether you up front or you hide it. I feel like it's gonna be a disservice. Not going into the relationship with like, ooh, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure this person got XYZ. But in the same sense, how we gonna rock? Especially if you get with a person. I use myself. I like to travel. Been like that since my military days. I like to travel. When I travel, I like to lay my head nice. So, but then that goes to look. I be thinking as I be talking. Then that goes
So
into though. You gotta have. That's a choice. So I don't know. I just feel like it's. I don't know. I couldn't. I heard broke men that have the best.
hey, but you know what though? Like I say, we talk about it. We gonna open them
Yeah,
doors. Some
yeah,
some women get stuck on that.
yeah. They be like, I don't care because I'm feeling good.
And fellas, some men get stuck on that. She got a
Mm,
big old behind, but she broke.
mm.
But in the moment you love that feeling. But what else can what else is she sliding across the table?
Cause eventually that's gonna get old. I don't care how good it's gonna get. It will get old because it's like, what else? Okay, yeah, we rocking it out. Our conversation good, our chemistry good. So now it's like, you know what I'm saying? What else?
That's that
But
that that's why this topic is so broad and wide because you know what
it
I'm saying.
is. Welcome in, cuz.
You your person you dating, you know they broke as a joke, but they got something that make you feel good. But it's like when it's time, like you just said, just like Chris just said, when it's time to travel, hey, and I don't mean and I think a lot of people get traveling misconstrued. I don't mean going to the next city. When I think of traveling, I'm thinking of going out of state, going across the water somewhere, moving moving around to something you're not accustomed to. We can go to the same city all day long. Can we go across that state line and be comfortable? So I think you definitely hit the nail on the head. So, but like I say, this man, this topic is wide open, and
Yeah.
y'all been great with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are talking about and saying the things that actually happen.
It's okay, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all just coming in, y'all. The topic is: should broke people be dating?
The broke people date. Go get your comments in, bro. Should broke people date? What's the intention behind? Are you dating with the intentions? Are you one person that may don't have it, but eventually, but you got the hustle to get it?
And
Is
like
that on up front to where that person had the choice to say, I'm gonna rock with it because I see you have the potential, I see what you can do, or
and like
you
I
know,
said, it ain't funny, but we
okay,
know we know what happens.
okay.
Everyone is entitled to love. Absolutely, absolutely. But
At what cost?
there you
Is it
go.
gonna stress the other person out?
There you go.
Is it gonna cause anxiety?
Because
Is it
that
gonna
hey, because one thing them old folks used to tell us, what do you say, baby? Love ain't gonna pay no bills.
let me just say, I mean, it has its pros and cons. Bro say, but get on your grind and don't remain in a broke state. Yes, see, yeah. That's what I was saying. I can rock with that. If I'm communicating with you and we talking and I see like, hey, this person got the potential. I know he down right now, but he got the potential. I see it. I
Mhm.
see the progression. I see the person out there doing groundwork to get where they want to be. It just ain't turning over for me yet. Then yeah, that conversation gonna keep going. But if it keep going and then you like, well, I'm complacent now. I got her now, or I got him now. Then what do you do? Because now by this time, look, soul ties may have been and jumped in, and now it's hard for you to let go. It's hard for you to let go. Demetrius said y'all could help each other become bosses, but all start from the mentality. Bro say you gotta want better. Motherfuckers don't want to always be seen as a broke motherfucker. Right. They don't want a title. Cause it drives on their self-esteem. It makes them feel away. It makes their emotions go wild. Because they don't want to be seen in it. Unless, they just comfortable being that way because they're used to men taking care of them. Or they used to women taking care of them. But
And,
no, I
and you
shouldn't want to.
got people like that. What you just said, you got people like that used to people taking care of them. So their whole mentality is to hand out. I'm gonna do just enough. I'm gonna get a little piece of job, but like I say, that rubber gonna meet the road one day, and it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey, boy, y'all bring the night. Love the energy. It's the hustle for some people. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely right there. Man or woman, if you want something out of life, you're gonna go get it. You ain't gonna sit on your ass and wait for somebody to give it to you. If you know you into a person, if you like a person, if you remotely feeling a person, you gonna get your shit together to know to say, you know what? Hey, I gotta step my game up because I gotta bring a little more to the table. I want that
Right.
person, I want that person to understand that my interest in them is real, it's sincere, it's solid. I may not have it
Yeah.
all today, but baby, I just need you to hold on and stay by my side. But it's that conversation. It's when life talks. It's that communication piece.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. If a person know they loving you and rocking with you, you gonna go hard.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna
But
go hard.
tell me up front, and like we earlier in the show, people it was a comment made that people don't like to really express themselves financially. Tell me where you at. I
Mm.
think that's where it started. Tell me where you at. Tell me what you're capable of. Tell me what you're trying to do.
Yeah, you guys have them tough conversations up front. I ain't gotta know that you got 60,000 in your bank account, or you make 6 or 7 figures a year, or you make 50K a year. I ain't gotta know that. You can be like, hey, where I work, this is what I do. This is my profession. This is my job. That shows me right there that you got some kind of something about yourself. If you out there with it, you working.
And nowadays you have to ask, what's your credit score? You have to ask that. That's in the new age dating. You have to ask, what's a person's credit score?
But then too, you got to look at it in the sense too. Just sitting here thinking, when bro say to express yourself financially is growth. Most definitely a growth. But when you get to know that person, whether they have finances or not, going back to what Demetrius said, you can help each other become a boss. What you're weak in, the other person may be strong in, and vice versa. So if it
Mm-hmm.
is that type of couple, you can grow. You
Mm-hmm.
can say, okay, well, what you want to do? What's your business? Oh, okay. Well, I got that. I got the research aspect of that. So let me research it. You boom, you get your stuff and it's taking off. Okay, now what you want to do? What's your plan? Oh, okay, well, I got that. Okay, now we both winning. But it's a team deal if you want to come up like that. But you gotta trust and
Got
believe that that's be received on both ends. What bro say? My shit effed up, but I'm working on it, and that's
yeah,
all that matters. Key
that
word
keep
right there. Working on it.
working on it. You ain't sitting back. You ain't dwelling on it. You know what I'm saying? But like you say, you working on it, and that's all.
Yeah,
That's
goes
all.
to show that community though too, bro. We don't learn that. We not taught that. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So now that we older, that's when we starting to learn on our own. When we people study the doors study shit, the people saying no. You know what I'm saying? That's when we learn. Oh, this credit shit really matters. My bad. I ain't mean to cut.
And all you just raw emotions. It took over. Hey, and if y'all don't believe it, 800 credit score is more powerful than $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let that go over your head. 800 credit score more has more power than $1 million solid cash.
Yeah, credit is very important. Yes, it is. Oh my God, when you got credit, you can walk in anywhere without a down payment and get anything you want.
And understand this.
Anything. I'm starting to see it now that I done got my
Hey,
credit. I'm like, ooh, it's power in this.
So
But you gotta be careful because you'll get caught up.
what we tying this all into now, y'all understand? It's always a lesson. We dropping gems. So you got the dating phase. You leave the dating phase. You know, you can say, oh yeah, we couple, we fiancéed up. Because like Chris said earlier, down the line, it should be some wedding bells and all that good stuff. But keep in mind that credit, no finances become one. Once you say I do,
Mm-hmm.
better or worse.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Demetrius said, if you thinking about is sex or getting over on your mate, it definitely ain't gonna work. Y'all gotta have a winning mentality. Yeah, you got to. I'm
Say,
working on my now. Yep. Okay,
say
Mr.
that
Gary
early.
said, 40 something years, Ella. 40 years old. I would rather date a lower income woman with wise financial sense than a rich woman with none. Oh, I agree with you 100% on that.
Absolutely.
100%. Because that low income woman with all that wise financial sense is going to take you.
She gonna have most. Last show, I believe the last show, Brother Thomas said discipline. That statement you just made right there is discipline. And
Mm-hmm.
people people think you be chastising them when you say certain things. You're not chastising them. You're trying to show them discipline and things in areas that they don't see it just yet. That statement
Mm-hmm.
right there is powerful because, like you say, that woman right there is going to be so disciplined. Hey, that minimum say it's $30. Look, we paying 40
Yeah.
because you need that person. If you're not financial savvy, you do need that person to give you that nudge to say, "Hey, now come on, now we gonna fix this thing." And
Right.
for y'all fixing your credit, man, it's easier. A lot of folks want to tell you it's a heartache. It's all about discipline with it.
That's it. Discipline. That's it. Getting up there, writing those dispute letters. Clearing. A lot of people don't know. If you got names on there that spelled wrong, you got old addresses, you got old phone numbers, all that could come off and raise your score too. But that's a whole nother day, a whole nother aspect. But yeah, we can get in that too because we pay people so much money to fix it when everything is right at our fingertips. Especially now you got this GPT chat, this AI, artificial intelligence. It can write anything for you.
Hey, hey,
Hey,
y'all,
write a letter about XYZ and it's gonna shoot it out to you and say,
y'all been on it tonight, man. Like I say, this topic, man, and we appreciate all y'all interaction because it's a wide spectrum of conversations that's going on within our communities and within other communities. They're saying it's piss in the dating pool, the dating pool watered down. Should
mm-hmm,
you date this person of this stature? Should you lower your stature? And like you say, that's why tonight's topic. It was a conversation that should broke people be dating.
yeah. And we've heard both sides of the spectrum. So, we love to have these candid conversations. So I'm always up to hearing, people's take on it.
Absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely. Y'all, like I say, y'all drop your comments, drop your questions. Hey, even after the episode go off, you can still leave feedback and topics. Like I say, and say, oh, well, what about this right here? I promise we'll bring it back up next episode
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
y'all the ones keep us fresh. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Vegan, she brought it tonight. You brought a different perspective. Um,
It.
so you throw them curveball.
She.
We like them curveballs. We may throw fastball, but she threw some curveballs at us tonight.
Okay. Bro said, "What's considered broke though?"
Ooh, you coming in late? I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna see if I can tell her how I said it earlier.
What's
Uh,
con-
if y'all on that date, y'all go you and whoever, man or woman, go on a date, and you already know you have limitations. So we gonna, like we said, I think the analogy I used was
Ruth
roof
Chris?
Chris. I think yeah. So nowadays, most restaurants automatically is 18% gratuity. So
Some 20.
if you know some 20, 18, 22%, you know, if you don't have enough money to cover that bill and that gratuity, y'all shouldn't even be in there.
Mm.
Or the other one I used was you looking at the menu and you already breaking down what you can and you can't afford.
Or like Sienna said, Miss Vegan said earlier, you got 100K, but ain't nothing in your account. You don't know how to manage it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's broke too. Because you got money, but it's like a revolving door. The quicker you get it, the faster it's going out.
Mm-hmm. So if you go, hey, like I say, y'all, if y'all go somewhere, have it not nowadays. Oh, so hey, it's all good. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Same back channel, same back K. We're gonna be right here. So you
Mm-hmm.
know, when you go to them people restaurant, like I mean, like the old folks always say, y'all don't go in them people store and knowing you ain't got no money. We all
Mm-hmm.
we all done seen the ones, and times get hard, but most folks already know they don't have the financial means to be dating. So stop playing with people.
Right.
Just stop. Look, hey, I'm in a bind right now. I like you. I see a future with you, but I don't have the resources right now because
Mm-hmm.
that financial part of any relationship is going to cause some heartache. I don't care
Yeah.
how you try to twist it. Even so, money may get tight. You looking at your partner like, hey, I'm a little short this week. The very first thing you, like I said, you don't want to hear is, oh, I ain't got it. That's gonna put you in a mood.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna feel a ways.
Hmm?
You're gonna feel a ways.
You know we're in overtime now, but if you out there balling and doing everything out of the sun, and then when it's time to put some rubber to them road, when them bills come in and you sitting there looking crazy, ain't the time to look crazy.
Broke more expenses than income. I'm just saying. If you can't buy me at least a happy meal, I won't be happy. Right. If your debt to what okay, we could now that you said that we could take it to your debt to ratio.
At the
Your
income rate,
debt to income ratio. We could take it there.
hey, like you said, you may better get a happy meal, but ain't no talk coming in that happy meal.
Mm-mm. What Demetria say, the key thing is to have your priorities in order. Bills, etc. come before anything. Yes. Because you gonna I feel like your mood gonna be better. Like you gonna go into that, that situationship dating phase and you gonna go in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm feeling good, got a little money in my pocket, I can shoot my game because I know I can, what I'm saying, take her out or what I'm saying, I can go on this date with him. And normally too, now I see a lot of people saying that first date is like everybody paying for themselves. So even if that person ain't paying for it, okay, I got the money to pay for myself. It's just the feeling good aspect of being able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. Yeah, I mean, like I say, if you can't and you blessing them in all the other areas and you had the potential and they know up front, then that's good too because you giving them a choice. Look, I ain't got it right now, but you know what I'm saying. I want to still communicate with you, talk, kick it with you. I'm in the phase. I'm in my phase of getting there. So first date on somebody, yes.
Yep, yep,
That
yep.
that first date gonna tell it. Yeah,
Gonna tell it all.
especially if you're going somewhere.
And fellas, I'm gonna leave you with a good one. Don't you take that lady on no date. And when that bill come, talking about you left your wallet at home. I don't know. We slick.
Mhm. Yeah.
If you ain't got it, don't even look. Hey, I got the bubble guts. I can't leave out the house today. Something.
Yeah. And I know some people jumped on late too, and that's even in the sense of if I'm dating you, and then you get you know what I'm saying, you hit that spurt of where I ain't got it, then that's something totally different. First, I always leave my wallet. A mess. Well, on that note, man, I thank y'all for tuning in with us, rocking with us tonight. Y'all could have been doing anything else, but y'all tuned in with us to have good, candid conversations. Make sure y'all tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we bring you topics, realistic topics. We are not experts, but we are life experts who love to talk about serious topics that people shy away from. So, yeah, keep on rocking with us. We're going to keep bringing y'all good conversations.
Y'all see it. Football is back. Y'all see it. But hey, great show. We love y'all. We couldn't do it without y'all. We love the energy y'all bring. Like, subscribe, Thought Magazine. Follow J Jack out there. I know he in the background, so we'll salute. Hey, we're gonna keep rocking this thing. Hey.
Yes. Follow Sports Talk Texas, Sports Talk Michigan, hip hop segment, all that. We Thought Magazine is bringing you something from every angle. Check it out. Mr. Demetrius said I could have been doing anything else. I am though, and watching y'all at the same time. That's what's up.
Appreciate
We
it.
out to next
Next week.
Wednesday. 7 p.m.